What's up, people? It's your man, Herb Beloved, coming live and direct from your mama's basement. Watching the Lakers play Portland. I was actually, I was gonna make a video earlier, but it's my Sabbath and I like to relax. I figured that, hey, I'll drop a video whenever. As long as it's before the next game, But in this game right here, I mean, you can take it how you want to take it. The Trailblazers, man, their team's hurting, man. I think before the Lakers came, the Lakers played them. They were like the last 12 games, like what, 2-10 or something like that. So they're on a big decline, real bad. So the Lakers did what they're supposed to do. That's how I look at it. When you got a team that really don't have all their weapons and they're going through the health and protocols, injuries as much as the Lakers are as well, you take advantage of it. You beat the crap out of them. I'm just going to keep it real. The game should not be close. And that goes for any game when you play on a team that doesn't have all their weapons. That's the same thing when teams come to play the Lakers. That's why I be telling fans who, are so in desperate or dying need real quick to say, oh, no, get rid of this player, trade this player, do this and do that. This player don't suck. I say, man, you got to give it time to gel. First and foremost, the Lakers never had 90% of their players from the beginning of the season. And all these players are new players. The only people that remember Vogel, under Vogel's helm, shall I say, is Anthony Davis, Rondo, Dwight Howard, and LeBron James. All the rest of these people are new. Now, keep in mind, Rondo and Dwight Howard barely get to play. Rondo, kudos to you out in Cleveland. Hope you better, help spark those guys. And Ricky Rubio, I think he got a season injury, especially in the season where Cleveland actually looking good. Ricky Rubio, man, prayers go out to you. Hoping that you, get better, as soon as possible. But you get to watch the Portland Trailblazers and you look at the starting five, you're like, man, who they got going on here? They missing a whole bunch of their players, man. But Portland's been that team to me. I could talk about them all day, man. I know a lot of people love Damian Lillard. I just don't want. I ain't gonna talk too. I just ain't gonna see too much about Portland, man. I just feel bad for them dudes, man. But I will say this: if you watch this game, if you actually watch this game, Damian Lillard just didn't look impressed. He didn't look like he had that desire. When you see him go through the free throw line, it was like, oh, whatever, another day at work. He just didn't have that desire. Like, I'm gonna tell you like this, and this is where this, and I don't try to compare so many players to other players, but when you see your team is hurting, you're gonna try your best to take over. He only took 15 shots. They were getting blown out, but still. I'd have been like, Coach, leave me in there. He played 32 minutes. But he didn't really take a lot of shots. 15 shots for, McLemore took more than he did. But the Lakers did what they're supposed to do. They beat them. They actually, beat them boys. So, kudos to the Lakers. Now, the Lakers, they won it once again with the small ball lineup. They took off and never looked back. LeBron James, once again, playing the center spot. This actually, I do agree with Vogel with this lineup, only because of the matchup. You still could have brought Dwight in, because Larry Nance is not somebody that's going to drop 30 points on you. Now, let's be honest. You still could have brought Dwight in and let LeBron James play the power forward spot. But you decided to let LeBron James play the center spot, and it was cool. LeBron James came out on all cylinders. My only concern, and I'm going to say this over and over again, my only concern about this is that when LeBron James play those centers, that's going to be a little bit more physical down low. How he's going to zap his energy come fourth quarter. You know what I'm saying? Because when the fourth quarter come around, you got to look about it is will he have enough energy to help carry us over that mountain? That's my only problem, because when you play center, that if you play one of them centers that actually are physical, it will take a lot of energy out of you, because if you got especially if you got a center that like to score offenses, like let's look at Embiid, for example. I hope that when he played Embiid, he put Dwight Howard in. But I'm just saying, if you use Embiid, for example. Use Embiid, for example. And you put LeBron in there, right? You have LeBron on Embiid. Because, your next biggest man is what? Dwight and the dude Hoff and Jordan. Which I don't think that Vogel would be that crazy to do that. If he did, I don't know what to say. And I definitely have to question his coaching abilities. But you had LeBron James or somebody like Embiid. Or just somebody that's physical. Somebody that's 6'10", that's just physical. They like to go to down low for the lobs, and it would like to just, be physical players. It was going to put a lot of weight on LeBron James, body. But we'll take this win as it is. It put us one game closer to 500. Johnson, like I told people when they picked him up the first game, looked good. And so far, these last couple games has been looking good, especially on defense. He has started in the starting role, which I think is the best thing for him. But hopefully, Iwan will probably play small forward. depending on the lineup makeup. But to be honest with you, now he's starting. I told you guys, once he started being able to knock down his shots, because that's the thing. When he first, he was getting fresh, getting his legs warm underneath of him, getting used to the rotation, getting used to the Lakers, even though he played, had the Lord, LeBron, he had the Lord cheat sheet with the South Bay Lakers. But as you can see, the more he get comfortable with this team, the better he's starting to play defensively. And not only that, he can actually knock down shots. He's like a taller version of A.B. Bradley. Now, only thing about it, Bradley's still a better defender than him, perimeter-wise. Johnson, don't get me wrong, he played pretty good defense, but there's some time where he might get caught up, where you might go one-on-one. But that's cool, because in reality of it, I'd rather see them go man-to-man than always playing zone. So I don't mind somebody getting somebody up, being physical and all that, and drawing fouls. It's all good. Like I said, I love what I seen from Johnson. I can't knock what I see. Like I said, 23 minutes. He took, 4 shots. He's 2 for 3 behind the arc. He can hit his free throws. He had 3 rebounds, 2 assists. You know what I mean? But he fouled out. He's just because the way he played, you know what I'm saying? The way he played, he's real physical. And that's the same way A.B. Bradley is. But A.B. Bradley's much more of a veteran, and he much more know how to control his fouls. Johnson's still young. I think he's like, 24, 25? I don't think he's that old, but he's still young. So he's still learning. Remember, he only played played a little bit in Detroit. Detroit gave up on him real quick. And I tell a lot of people, a lot of these players, it's based on who they're playing under that can help develop or find their skill. Look at Lonzo Ball. He went from 3 teams to finally find his rhythm. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's the thing like DeMar DeRozan. He went to Toronto, to San Antonio, where fans were like, oh, he's washed. He's not washed, but he's no longer the DeRozan that he used to be. Not knowing that Greg Popovich's system is not built for a person like DeMar. Where you see him go to Chicago, and boom, he's right back to that DeMar. We're now the 3-point shot. You know what I'm saying? That he added to his resume. So the thing, like the Lakers right now, they took this game, they blew it out. It was kind of good because in reality, they needed this. They needed a win where they actually beat a team. Beat them. Not where they holding on and the team start to make a comeback, but they needed this win. LeBron James being LeBron James, first game, in a while that he didn't have a turnover. Got to give him kudos. He played. He scored 43 points. Man, he was coming straight off the fire, shooting threes. He was 5 for 10 from the 3-point arc, 16 for 26, 6 for 9 from the free throw. He had 2 offensive boards, ended with 14 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks. And be honest with you, that's what I like to see. This right here is this is what I've been telling people over and over again. Notice that his assists is down because he's scoring more. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't want him playing the center spot. Because if Westbrook is bringing the ball down, right, and Westbrook is setting people up, then LeBron James, all he got to do is score. He don't have to do everything no more. I just don't want him playing the center spot to take a lot of pounding down low so he could be tied in the fourth quarter. But once Westbrook get under control and play better, you know what I mean? As you see in this game, he had 4 turnovers, and 2 of them were like crazy turnovers. At the end of the day, when you start to see him become more under control, I like this Westbrook. Westbrook had a plus 29 in this game. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, he only took 10 shots, which is cool. As a point guard, you don't need to score a lot, especially when you got other people that can score. Malik Monk, like I said, the shots that Westbrook usually take, I'd rather for Monk to take them. I'd rather for Monk to take 18 shots, until Davis come back. Because I think Monk, after LeBron, to me, is the better player, scoring-wise. That can be consistent. And the reason why I say that, because I think that he don't care about the spotlight. He just get in and do his thing. And like I said, I love his energy. He come right in and do his thing. But anyway, Westbrook, you got to take your hat off whether you like him or not. He still had a triple-double. A lot of people will always find, they always going to point out the negative. That's one thing about Laker fans. It's like you just got this love-hate against players. At the end of the day, we're winning. We won the game. I know it's Portland, but we still won. And, fans love to beat or find the negative things about players. Listen, if they win it, like I tell you all the time, when the Lakers win, I don't really have too much negative to say because we won. Now, when we lose, I might, use constructive criticism on our players. According as a fan, as I see it, not knowing they're going to take my advice, but as a fan, you say, okay, well, this is what they could have done. But like I said, I don't try to get too caught up in a lot of things. But Westbrook, like I said, wasn't hitting the 3 ball real good. He was 5 for 10. He only missed 1 free throw, 5 for 6. Hopefully he can get that back underway. He had 13 defensive boards, 12 assists, 2 steals, like I said, 4 turnovers. Now, him and LeBron are the top 2 rebounders on the team. So when you ain't got nobody else rebounding, what can you do? I know a lot of players, fans be like, man, you need to, stand to the assignment, this and that. That's understandable. But at the same time, lucky we played the Trailblazers because, once again, like I told y'all, if you go back and watch all the games that the Lakers played, with LeBron James at center, because a lot of people ignore a lot of these accolades. We're getting killed in the paint. Teams are actually being able to score what they want, get what they want in the paint from second and third chance shots. You know what I'm saying? And then with the Lakers going small, sometimes it can be our own worst enemy. It don't really benefit us. But, you can't tell the coaches that, because they want to continue running this small ball bull crap. And like I said, me personally, I'm not with it. I'm just not with the small ball. Just don't like it. And Davis already said he said, he'd change his game and play center, but he don't really want to play center. He just doing it because he respects LeBron. But let's be honest, you can watch his game when he was on the court. He didn't want to play no center. But anyway, Bradley, he does his thing. Didn't take too many shots, man, but good defensively. Monk, you already know, 6'11", 2 for 5, 4 free throws, 4 rebounds. Had an assist, a block. He had a turnover too, but he ended up with 18 points. Then on the bench, you had Carmelo. He coming in, he was knocking down shots. He had 16. This Carmelo played much better, played better defense. He actually had 3 blocks. And when people say that players can't play defense, to me, it's like it's all based on your determination. Anybody can play defense if they actually are motivated to play defense. You can't sit there and say a player can't play defense. Now, scoring, that's different. You know what I'm saying? Now, scoring is much more harder to play than when it comes to play defense. All you got to do is basically learn how to watch. It's basically an eye-hand-feet coordination. If you got good eyes and you got good body movement, you can actually stay in front of your player. Not all the time, because some players are going to blow past you. Let's be honest. But Anthony played pretty good defense this game. He didn't just stand around like he usually do. He actually got out there on the breaks, played defense on the perimeter and stuff like that. Ariza, he played 22 minutes. Had 3 points. He took 3 shots, but he came in. And you got to keep in mind, Ariza's still nursing the injury. He's not 100%. You could tell because he was still slow getting up at the court. But eventually, once he started to come around, but like I said, the rotation started going to be more and more better. Then you had Reeves, who was back. He dropped 10 points. One thing about Reeves, I can say this. Pretty good. He's very aggressive, you know what I'm saying? And he played pretty good defense. The one thing I will say, and I'm going to say this again, Reeves, my man. When you got an open shot, my brother, take them shots. You can knock them shots down. Take them shots. Take them shots. You know what I'm saying? Don't keep passing up them shots, because sometimes them shots you pass up could lead to somebody not making a shot. Tucker, I'll say he had a good game. I'm not gonna knock the young man. He had a good game. Still, and he's still erratic. Like I said, Westbrook birthed this guy. You know what I mean? He plays similar to Westbrook. To me, he's just taller. He plays similar to Westbrook. What I mean by that, when it comes to like turning the ball over, that's about it. He's not really good at, still can't get his shot. And I'm eventually, when these players start to coming back, you're gonna eventually see Horton Tucker probably start to his playing time gonna start to diminish. It's gonna start to diminish once these players start coming back, because at the end of the day, when Anthony Davis come back, then you finally have none come back. And who else they got that's still out, man? I don't know who all out now. And I don't know what they're gonna do with Howard, but once these players come back, some of these players' minutes going to diminish. Let's be honest. Ken Bazemore, his minutes already diminished. You already see Ellington minutes already diminished. I think Ellington will come in when they need a 3-pointer, which makes sense because he's a 3-point specialist. So he's going to find ways to get on the court. But overall, the Lakers played pretty good. They blew the Portland Trailblazers out. Even though, like I said in the day, Portland Trailblazers is a shadow of themselves, man. But we take a win for what it is. I'm not going to knock the Lakers right now. Just throw it out there. Portland, I don't know. But anyway, it's your man, Urban Lover. Like, share, subscribe, get in the comments. Tell me what you think about this game. Can it help the Lakers motivate them to play better going forward? Because as you can see, the Lakers defense is starting to pick up. LeBron James is starting to have fun again. Also on top of that, I know, I'm hoping that Vogel will kind of watch his watch who he put in the rotation based on matchups. So I hope you don't be thinking that LeBron going to pay one of the top 5 centers. You know what I mean? It could work depending on who he's playing if they're not physical. But if it's a physical center, then, I don't know. That's too much wear and tear on LeBron's body to be banging down low with somebody, especially when you're using them like 90% of the offense. That just, it's over the course of time, he is 37, so the course of time, it can start catching up with him at the end of the season, and that's what I'm kind of more skeptical about. But anyway, look, the Lakers played, they won. That's all that matters to me. We 18-19. We got the Timberwolves. I wish that Davis was here, but I think Davis actually got hurt in that game against Cat and never came back. So I don't know, man. I'm gonna see what they're gonna do tomorrow. I'm gonna see if LeBron gonna start center. They're gonna put Dwight Howard with it, because I'm telling you right now, LeBron playing Cat. I'm telling you, I'm gonna just say this right now, and I'm gonna let y'all go. If LeBron played Cat, and it's just my opinion, if LeBron play Cat, their coach is going to tell Cat just go down low and just take him, weigh him down. If he's a smart coach, because I know Greg Popovich, this is what Greg Popovich would do. You know what I mean? But in reality of it, like I said before, or my bad, Phil Jackson, weigh him down low. Take LeBron down and weigh him down low. That way he's obsolete on offense. But we'll see. Anyway, it's your man, Herb. Love, like, subscribe, get in the comments, tell me what you think. Coming from your mama's basement. Y'all know how it is. You know what I do. Y'all take care, be blessed, and be safe out there in this crazy world.